For many of us, people watching is endlessly fascinating. Even when we can't hear or don't understand what's being said, we can often get the gist of it by simply looking.
Our bodies are constantly communicating. We don't need a PowerPoint presentation. We don't need a stage. We don't need a projector or a screen. We can display what we really feel at any moment, at any time, anywhere we are present.
Body language is an innate part of what it means to be alive. And it turns out that actions do speak louder than words. Why else would we talk with our hands when the person we're speaking to can't even see us?
What we know is that some emotions are tied very closely to certain body expressions, and that works in both directions because it's hardwired.
The body doesn't lie. You can't fool people unless you're a phenomenal actor, and there are very few of them.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Most people are no better than flipping a coin in judging deception. It's not faces, it's not by itself, it's not gestures by itself, it's not a certain word by itself, it's not scratching my nose or covering my mouth or being fidgety.
Understanding nonverbal communication has become a valuable tool in the justice system, an essential skill for security teams, a high-tech commodity in the world of marketing, and even a potential treatment for post-traumatic stress. This is a place where stories are told, not just with words, but with images. One of the essential skills here is an intimate knowledge of the human face, how it's constructed, how it works, and most importantly, how it moves.
What I'm doing is I'm bringing life to something that has no life, and one of the easiest ways to do that is to bring facial expressions and emotions into the face. As you can see, I'm moving the forehead here, so when you're angry, it furrows very quickly, and it can go up, and you're surprised it raises. So there are 43 different muscles in the face, and with those muscles you can make 10,000 plus expressions. So everybody knows a smile is a smile and a frown is a frown, which makes it easier to buy, but it's also you gotta get it right or something seems off.
Just by reading my face, you can tell if I'm happy or angry or disgusted. These facial expressions are hardwired to our brains and common to every human being on the planet. Why is that? The answer goes back to the very beginnings of humankind.
Put yourself in the position of a human 100,000 years ago. We'd be out there in the wild, worrying about who's going to come and attack us. And there were just nonverbal behaviors. The reason why we had these things in our evolutionary history is because they had value to us in terms of our survival. If we were walking around 100,000 years ago and all of a sudden I see something that I think is a threat, and I went like this, and you saw me do that, you probably would not start charging over there. And so you're getting signal value from what I'm doing without even talking about it, without even expressing the words. And this is immediate and automatic.
Our faces communicate fear involuntarily. Take this couple out for a drive in the country. They struck a moose. Both of them lived to tell the tale, but the look of fear etched on the woman's face would be recognized anywhere on the planet. Her body is reacting this way for specific reasons.
What that's doing for me is that it allows me to expand my chest. I can take in oxygen because my body's preparing to fight or flee. My eyes get a little larger so I can increase my visual fields so I can see more things. As opposed to when I'm angry, you bring your brows down and you start doing this. So you're narrowing and restricting the visual field so that I am starting to target. Nonverbal behaviors all emerged in our evolutionary history to help us communicate with each other about these very basic needs and motives related to survival.